Hello guys, welcome to my 5th video, and in this video I will be doing yet again another tier list video. But I want to change things up a bit from food, as I've gotten mobile games that are pretty nostalgic, or actually pretty good. And sadly, yes, if you like any of these games, I either have no idea what they are, never done them, or I don't remember ever having it, but could have. I could have had this, maybe not. I could have had this, no idea. I feel like I've had this, but I sadly don't know. So I will start off with Goat Simulator. This game is really good no matter what age, as it's really fun, as there's, even though you just think you run around, there's actually stuff to do, but it is a game where the only progress that saves your characters, which sometimes can be annoying, A tier. Cookie Clicker, I think, is a really good game. It's so underrated. It's a really good game to relax. It's, I think it's like the best game, the best clicker game, basically. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering a lot today, some stuff. So this game is really good. I don't see much people doing it often, but this game, I remember doing, and it was awful. I swear to God, you had to pay for something to unlock something, and it was a copycat of a game. Never recommend that. Angry Birds Classic, this is probably one of the best mobile games to ever exist. It's such a classic. You never get bored of it. Almost about 100 levels, and has unlockable characters with like different unique powers. It's really fun. This game is really good to basically relax yourself, but also use your brain, which I think is really good sometimes. Sometimes everybody needs a break. Geometry Dash? Sorry, I'm saying that wrong. I don't know what to decide. I will put it in A tier. It's a really good game. The only problem I have, even though I probably am not skilled at it, after, at least for me, level 5, I can try for hours and never do anything. But that's my opinion. Either way, I think it's a really, really good game. I forgot the name of this, I'm sorry, but this is a really good game if I liked it. It is really well made, even though being simple and looking low effort, but it's just a classic. But the bad downside, the only thing that really ever changes is the map, but that doesn't really matter, and characters, which kinda are always just companies, which is kind of annoying. Jetpack Joyride, I don't really like. I don't really hear people saying that I like this game. It's really not fun. It's basically a platformer, but if they did it bad, as I'll also put this, this may be a second, or that may be a second, I don't know. Slytherio, that's classic, and you probably have no objection, as it's a really good game, if I'm being honest. It is simple, pretty well made, and a good concept. And even with money, you can't get skilled unless you cheat, but most likely you won't. Candy Crush, I don't get why people like Candy Crush. It would be this, but if you kept swiping and swiping and doing really nothing. I haven't played it that much, but I remember I hated it. This game, I don't really get why a lot of people like it. It's really annoying. The only fun thing that actually happens is that they make noises. Either way, it's kind of odd and weird for me. I forgot the name, but I think it might be from the similar creators of Cross the Road. I'm sorry if I forget a lot of names. It's been a while. This game is pretty good, but it's not the best. Because I remember it, even though it being a very fun game, it was very, very repetitive, and I personally don't like repetitive things. This game, I absolutely hate. It is clearly pay to unlock almost everything, and when I played it, there was barely anything, and the questions were all out of ordinary. I think this game is okay. I think this is a game where you draw stuff and guess stuff. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. I feel like I've had this, so I will put it at C. Among Us is a really bad game, but I really actually like the concept of it. But either way, I think it's a copycat and murder mystery. I probably offended a lot of people, but it's not as bad as something like these three. This is another classic that should not be on top, but should be right behind. It's really fun and not repetitive, but it's sometimes frustrating. Like, it's you so frustrated you have to look up how to do a level, which some games probably here you have to do. This game, I don't get why people like it. All you do is throw balls at glass. I don't see the fun. Oh wait, there's another Jetpack Joyride. How much are there? Plants vs. Zombies 2, I think, is really good. Except that it's owned by EA and is basically pay to win. Unlike the first Plants vs. Zombies, that would be beyond us. That is one of the best games ever. This is a classic that's worth remembering, but nobody knows it, and it's really underrated. And it's more of a childish game. Paper.io is really good if there wasn't so much ads. And the game can be really hard to learn, and I don't like the mechanic of it that much. And this game, I don't really like. It's basically a tycoon, but after 10 minutes, you already are bored. But it's not as bad as it sometimes can get fun, as everyone once in a while you can just check and do some stuff. Minecraft. It should be beyond S. This is by far the best mobile game. The controls are pretty good. Minecraft is one of the best selling games. It's really good mechanics. Fun to play for days beyond days, even months, even years. That's how much I love this game. And yet again, I'll say this. Sorry if I stutter or don't get the names right. This I remember getting, and I really liked it. The only problem what I had with it is that sometimes stuff wouldn't work when I tried to input something. But either way, it was a really good mobile game. This is a classic I remember really liking. But after looking at it now, it seems just like another rebranded Angry Birds into Star Wars. But since I have such good memories of it, I'll put it here. I hate this game. I'm sorry I'm putting so much mobile games down here. Oh, but this is utterly awful. All you do, just like, what other game was it? Another one here, Candy Crush. All you do is swipe, 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 and you really gain nothing from what I've played. Clash of Clans, I barely ever played it. My experience was it wasn't boring, but it wasn't good, so I will only put it at C. Terraria, this is beyond S. Terraria and Minecraft are a really good duo. Even though most the fandoms don't really like each other, I think it's really good. As most people would either just call this 3D Terraria or 2D Minecraft. They're both really good. Is the only thing better with Terraria than Minecraft is variety of like almost like 800 items beyond anything that's actually useful. Flappy Bird, I've never heard someone who actually says, I like to play Flappy Bird, but it's not really a bad game. I just think how such a simple game gets so much money is I don't really find it's really low effort. Angry Birds Space, I will put this higher because I remember this was not repetitive. Like, it wasn't just rebranded Star Wars. This had unique levels with new stuff, and it was pretty new without rebranding it into like into a company, which I didn't like. Subway Surfers, I think, is too light, and I don't like it. So I will only be putting it at C, as I don't really enjoy it, and I don't really see the fun of doing Subway Surfers, but it is a fun game to do every once in a while and download. Bad Piggies, I don't get why people liked it. I didn't really like Bad Piggies, as it was... Sorry, I'll be right... sorry. I don't really like Bad Piggies, as I think it's very repetitive, and when I did it, it was not very fun. I think there was a level system, but I hated it. Kick the Buddy, not a fun game either. So much ads. And the items inside the shop is so much that you would usually do ad after ad to unlock them, which is really annoying. Akinator, I think, is really good, but for me, just like a lot of these other games, it overly uses ads, which can tend to be annoying. And sometimes they limit you on what you can guess. On the free version, at least. Escapist is really good, except the only problem I have with it is really hard to understand without doing videos or tutorials, which is really hard and annoying, as I usually just want to play a game and get done with. I feel like this is Heyday. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. This is just a worse version of Township. Really boring. Didn't even find fun of it. But it was kind of nice how it was relaxing. And I do like Township-like of games, but it does get repetitive. Clash Royale, I think, is a really good game. Well mechanics, well fun, and it's basically, I don't know how to say this, but it's like a good economy in the game. Like, it knows that your money actually goes to worth, but the only problem I have with it is very difficult. And people can easily bypass stuff and get cards in arenas that you should not even have. I don't get the fun of this game. All you do, just like this game, is swipe, swipe, swipe. And on this game, you don't even earn a single thing. Pokemon Go, I only did this twice, but it was a pretty good experience. The only problem I have with it is that all you do is just look down at your phone and get a Pokemon. That's really all you do. But it was pretty fun. So this here ends my mobile games tier list, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you don't want to, but if you do, like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.